What if the next serious fall does not begin with a dramatic loss of strength, poor eyesight, or a dangerous staircase? What if it begins with a tiny delay, just a fraction of a second, in the way your feet and ankles respond when your body starts moving in the wrong direction? You may feel completely stable while sitting or standing still, yet one unexpected step, one curled edge of a rug, or one quick turn could demand a reaction your body has not practiced in years. That is why falls can feel so sudden. One moment, you are walking normally. The next, your foot catches, your weight moves beyond your base of support, and your body has only an instant to correct itself. Your toes must press into the ground, your ankles must adjust, your hips must stabilize, your legs must create enough force to move you back toward safety. When those systems respond slowly, an ordinary stumble can become a life-changing fall. Many adults over 70 do not realize that these protective reactions have weakened until something frightening happens. They begin holding the furniture when walking through the house. They avoid uneven ground. They hesitate before stepping into the shower. They stop going outside alone. Little by little, fear begins making their world smaller. Not because they have already lost their independence, but because they are afraid of the moment when they might. But there is encouraging news. Balance is not one single ability that you either have or do not have. It is a collection of skills involving your feet, ankles, legs, hips, vision, inner ear, and nervous system. Many of these skills can be challenged and improved with safe, consistent practice. You do not need a gym, complicated equipment, or a long workout. You need the right movements, performed carefully and repeated often enough for your body to learn from them. My name is Dr. Nathan Fox, and in this video, I will guide you through 6 practical balance exercises designed for adults over 70. These exercises focus on the movements that matter in real life: leaning, shifting your weight, walking through narrow spaces, lifting your feet, reaching in different directions, and standing up from a chair. Stay with me through the final exercise, because it trains a daily movement that can reveal more about your strength and independence than many people realize. Before we begin, tell me something in the comments. During the past year, have you fallen, nearly fallen, or suddenly grabbed a wall or piece of furniture to stop yourself? You can simply write yes or no. Many seniors stay silent about near falls because they feel embarrassed. But a near fall is not a personal failure. It is useful information. It may be your body's early warning that your balance system needs attention. Now let us correct one of the biggest misunderstandings about balance training. When most people decide to work on their balance, they stand on one leg. They hold the position for a few seconds, wobble, touch the wall, and believe they have completed their training. Standing on one leg can be useful when it is appropriate and performed safely, but it trains only a small part of what your body must do to prevent a fall. Most falls do not happen while you are standing perfectly still, fully prepared, and concentrating on your balance. Falls happen while you are moving and thinking about something else. They happen when you turn to answer someone. They happen when you carry a plate into another room. They happen when you step backward, reach into a cupboard, rise too quickly, or walk from a bright room into a darker hallway. Your balance system must work while your attention is divided. Real-life balance is dynamic. That means your body must control itself while your center of gravity is moving. It must recognize that you are drifting too far forward, backward, or sideways, and then produce a correction quickly enough to keep you upright. For that reason, effective fall prevention exercise should include weight shifts, stepping, reaching, walking, and leg strengthening, not only motionless positions. The first exercise will train your feet and ankles during a gentle forward lean. The second will improve your ability to move your weight from one side to the other. The third will challenge balance while walking through a narrow path. The fourth will strengthen the lifting motion that helps your feet clear obstacles. The fifth will teach your body to remain stable while reaching in several directions. The sixth will strengthen the sit-to-stand movement that you use every day. Before attempting any movement, please prepare your exercise area. Place a sturdy chair near a wall or countertop. Remove loose rugs, cords, pets' toys, and anything else you could trip over. Make sure the floor is dry and the lighting is good. Do not use a chair with wheels. A heavy dining chair placed against a wall is usually safer than a lightweight chair that can slide. Wear secure, well-fitting shoes with a non-slip sole, unless a qualified professional has specifically advised you to exercise barefoot. Do not perform these exercises in slippery socks. Keep a phone within reach, especially if you live alone. During every exercise, use as much hand support as you need. Touching a chair is not cheating. Safety is more important than attempting the most difficult version. Please speak with your doctor or physical therapist before beginning if you have recently fallen, fractured a bone, had surgery, experienced unexplained dizziness or fainting, or have a neurological or balance condition. The same caution applies if you have severe osteoporosis, uncontrolled blood pressure, significant heart or lung disease, severe joint pain, major vision problems, or new weakness on one side of the body. You may need a personalized or supervised program. Stop immediately if you develop chest pain, severe shortness of breath, sudden weakness, severe dizziness, blurred vision, new numbness, or the feeling that you are about to faint. Do not push through sharp pain. Mild muscle effort can be normal, but pain is not a requirement for progress. These exercises are meant to improve safety, not test how much discomfort you can tolerate. As this becomes easier, reduce your hand support gradually. Move from both hands to fingertips, then perhaps one hand. Do not rush toward a hands-free version. Progress only when you can perform the current version without panic, excessive wobbling, or the need to grab the support suddenly. Confidence should increase alongside difficulty. Exercise number 2 is the supported side-to-side weight shift. Many falls occur sideways, especially during turning, reaching, getting dressed, stepping around furniture, or moving between narrow spaces. Sideways stability depends on coordination between the ankles, hips, legs, and core. Stand behind a sturdy chair with both hands resting lightly on the back. Place your feet slightly wider than hip-width apart. Keep your chest lifted and look forward. Slowly shift your body weight toward your right foot. Do not bend your torso sideways. Imagine that your entire body is moving as one unit. Pay attention to whether one side feels weaker or less stable. Small differences are common, but a major or sudden difference should be discussed with a healthcare professional. Do not repeatedly force the weaker side until it becomes exhausted. Perform the same controlled number on each side and let improvement develop gradually. Exercise number 3 is the supported heel-to-toe walk. This trains dynamic balance while your feet are placed along a narrower path. It can help challenge the coordination required when walking through tight spaces, navigating a crowded room, or adjusting your steps around obstacles. Choose a clear hallway or stand beside a long countertop. Keep one hand near the wall or countertop for support. Place one foot in front of the other so the heel of the front foot is close to the toes of the back foot. The feet do not have to touch. A small gap is acceptable, especially in the beginning. Take a slow step forward and place the heel of the moving foot near the toes of the standing foot. Continue for 5 to 10 steps. Keep your head upright and look toward a fixed object in front of you. Avoid staring continuously at your feet because everyday balance must work while your eyes are directed toward your surroundings. At the end of the path, stop completely. Place your feet side by side, regain your balance, and turn using several small steps. Do not pivot sharply on one foot. Then walk back in the same controlled heel-to-toe pattern. One trip forward and back is enough for your first attempt. Add a second round only when you feel safe. If the heel-to-toe position is too difficult, widen the path. Walk as though your feet are moving along 2 narrow railway tracks rather than one straight line. As your balance improves, gradually bring the steps closer together. You do not receive extra benefit from forcing the most difficult version before your body is ready. Keep a normal, relaxed breath. Many people hold their breath when they concentrate, which can increase tension and sometimes contribute to lightheadedness. Your shoulders should remain relaxed, and your steps should be quiet and controlled. The goal is not to cross the room quickly. The goal is to maintain control while moving. Exercise number 4 is the supported standing march. This exercise strengthens the muscles that lift your thighs and helps train the foot clearance movement needed to step over a threshold, avoid the edge of a rug, climb a step, or recover when the ground is uneven. Stand behind your sturdy chair with both hands resting on it. Place your feet about hip-width apart. Shift your weight slightly onto the left leg and slowly lift your right knee. Lift only as high as you can without leaning backward or twisting. The knee may rise a few inches or toward hip height depending on your ability. Hold the lifted position for 1 or 2 seconds, then lower the foot gently to the floor. Avoid dropping it. Shift your weight and lift the left knee in the same controlled way. That is 1 repetition on each side. Begin with 6 to 8 repetitions per side. The lowering phase is just as important as the lifting phase. When you lower the legs slowly, the standing leg, hips, and trunk must remain organized. That control can help with the moment your foot returns to the ground during walking. Slamming the foot down removes much of that benefit. Do not turn this into a fast marching workout. Speed can hide poor balance and encourage momentum to perform the movement. Lift, pause, and lower with control. Keep your torso tall. Imagine a string gently lifting the top of your head toward the ceiling. When this becomes easy, reduce your grip from full hands to fingertips. A later progression is lifting one knee while the opposite hand lightly touches the chair. Another progression is holding the knee up for 3 seconds. Do not add ankle weights unless a physical therapist or other qualified professional has recommended them for you. Exercise number 5 is the supported clock reach. This movement challenges your ability to keep one leg stable while the other foot reaches in several directions. It trains the type of balance used when you reach for an object, step around something, move toward a cabinet, or place one foot behind you. Stand beside or behind a sturdy chair. Hold it with your right hand. Imagine that you are standing in the center of a large clock drawn on the floor. Your left foot will become the moving foot, while your right leg remains the supporting leg. As your stability improves, increase the reaching distance slowly. You may also pause for 1 second at each clock position. Do not twist your knee or force the foot into an uncomfortable angle. The movement should come naturally from the hip, while the supporting foot remains firmly placed. This exercise often reveals how difficult backward and sideways control can be. Those directions are frequently neglected in normal daily walking, yet they are essential when moving around furniture, entering a bathroom, or correcting an unexpected step. Practice them patiently. Exercise number 6 is the controlled sit to stand. This is both a balance exercise and a leg strengthening exercise. Standing from a chair requires the feet to be positioned correctly, the body to move forward, the legs to produce force, and the nervous system to stabilize the body as it reaches an upright position. Choose a firm chair with a stable seat and no wheels. Place it against a wall so it cannot slide. Sit near the front half of the chair rather than at the very back. Position your feet flat on the floor, approximately hip-width apart, with the heels slightly behind the knees. Lean your chest forward while keeping your back long. Think nose over toes. Press through your feet and stand up slowly. Once upright, pause for 2 seconds and make sure you feel stable. Then move your hips backward, bend your knees, and lower yourself slowly toward the chair. Touch the chair gently and sit with control. Do not allow yourself to collapse onto the seat. That completes 1 repetition. Begin with 5 repetitions and rest. You may build toward 8 or 10 as your strength improves. Using your hands is completely acceptable. Place them on the armrests or on your thighs for assistance. Over time, try to use slightly less pressure. The next stage may be placing your fingertips on the chair, followed eventually by crossing your arms over your chest, but only when the hands-free version is safe. If one knee hurts, check the position of your feet and make sure your knees are tracking in the same direction as your toes. Do not force a deep movement. A higher chair or a firm cushion may make the exercise safer. Persistent knee, hip, or back pain should be evaluated rather than ignored. Sit-to-stand practice is useful because it strengthens muscles needed for many daily tasks. Getting out of bed, standing from the toilet, leaving a car, and rising from a couch all depend on similar coordination. When this ability becomes weaker, people often begin pushing heavily with their arms, rocking several times, or avoiding lower seats entirely. Now that you know all 6 exercises, you may be wondering how to fit them into your day. The biggest mistake would be trying to perform everything at the most difficult level immediately. That approach often creates soreness, frustration, or fear, and then the routine is abandoned. Instead, use what I call balance moments, short periods of focused practice connected to things you already do. Perform 5 supported ankle leans while waiting for the kettle. Practice side-to-side weight shifts during a television break. Complete 5 sit-to-stands before lunch. Perform a short set of standing marches while waiting for the microwave. These brief sessions do not replace a professionally prescribed exercise program, but they can make practice easier to remember. Consistency matters. Your nervous system learns through repetition, and short, safe repetitions performed regularly may be more realistic than one long session that you continually postpone. During the first week, choose only 2 exercises, the supported ankle lean and side-to-side weight shift. Practice them once or twice per day, depending on your ability. During the second week, add the supported heel-to-toe walk. In the third week, introduce standing marches. Then add the clock reach, followed by sit-to-stand practice. This schedule is only an example. Some people will progress faster, and others will need several weeks at one level. There is no prize for reaching the final progression first. The most useful routine is the one you can perform safely, confidently, and consistently. Track your progress using simple observations. Are you using less hand pressure on the chair? Can you perform 1 additional controlled repetition? Does turning feel smoother? Are you less hesitant when rising from a seat? These changes may be more meaningful than trying to hold a difficult pose for a certain number of seconds. Do not practice until your legs are shaking heavily or your concentration is gone. Fatigue can temporarily make balance worse. Stop while you still feel in control. Rest between exercises, drink water when appropriate for your medical condition, and avoid exercising when you feel unusually weak, ill, or lightheaded. Remember that falls do not have only one cause. Exercise is important, but medication side effects, poor vision, hearing problems, unsafe footwear, low blood pressure, muscle weakness, foot pain, and hazards inside the home may also contribute. A complete fall prevention plan should look at the whole person and the environment, not only one exercise routine. If you have already fallen or frequently feel unsteady, tell your healthcare professional. Do not assume falling is simply a normal part of aging. A clinician may review your medications, vision, blood pressure, walking pattern, muscle strength, home safety, and need for a cane or walker. Asking for help early can protect your independence. Now we need to discuss the other half of fall prevention, leg strength. Balance tells your body where it is and where it needs to move. Strength gives your body the power to make that correction. You can recognize that you are tipping, but if your legs cannot produce enough force quickly, the correction may arrive too late. Strong legs help you rise from a chair, lift your feet over obstacles, climb steps, control your landing, and take a quick recovery step after a stumble. The sit-to-stand exercise trains several of these abilities at once, which is why it is such an important part of this routine. Walking is excellent for general health, but walking alone may not challenge every balance and strength skill needed for fall prevention. A complete routine may include walking or other aerobic activity, targeted balance work, functional movements, and muscle strengthening suited to your health and abilities. That does not mean you need to become an athlete. Progress after 70 is not measured by jumping higher or lifting enormous weights. It may mean standing from the couch with less effort. It may mean walking to the mailbox without gripping the railing, It may mean turning around without feeling that your feet are stuck to the floor. Never underestimate those victories. Independence is built from ordinary movements repeated every day. The ability to get up, walk, reach, turn, and recover from a small mistake allows you to continue doing the things that make life feel like your own. There may be days when you feel steady and believe you do not need to practice. Those are often the easiest days to skip. But balance training is not only for the day you feel weak. It is preparation for the unexpected moment when your shoe catches, the surface changes, or your attention moves somewhere else. You are teaching your body a response before you need it. You are creating a familiar pattern. Feel the shift. Activate the feet, control the hips, lift the leg, and return toward safety. No exercise can eliminate every fall, but preparation can improve the skills your body uses when balance is challenged. And there is another benefit that deserves attention: confidence. Fear of falling can cause people to move less. When they move less, their strength and balance may decline further. That decline can increase fear, creating a difficult cycle. Safe movement, gradual progress, and professional support can help interrupt that cycle. The goal is not reckless confidence. I do not want you walking into unsafe situations or refusing a mobility aid that you need. The goal is informed confidence, the knowledge that you are training, using support appropriately, removing hazards, and paying attention to your body. Look around your home after this video. Is there a loose rug near your bed? Is the path to the bathroom dark at night? Are electrical cords crossing a walkway? Do you have a secure handrail? Are frequently used items stored so high that you must climb or stretch dangerously? Exercise strengthens the person, but a safer environment gives that person fewer hazards to overcome. Now let us review the 6 exercises. Number 1. The supported ankle lean trains the feet and ankles during a gentle forward shift. Number 2. The side-to-side weight shift teaches controlled movement across both legs. Number 3. The heel-to-toe walk challenges balance while moving through a narrow path. Number 4. The supported standing march strengthens foot clearance and single leg control. Number 5. The clock reach develops stability while one foot moves in several directions. Number 6. The sit-to-stand combines leg strength, forward weight shift, and upright control in one highly practical movement. Begin at the easiest, safe level. Keep support nearby. Breathe normally. Move slowly. Stop when something feels wrong. Progress by reducing support or adding a small number of repetitions, not by turning a controlled exercise into a fast or dangerous challenge. Most importantly, do not wait for a major fall to take your balance seriously. A near fall, new hesitation, increased furniture walking, or difficulty rising from a chair can be a reason to speak with a healthcare professional and begin an appropriate plan. Your age does not mean your body has stopped learning. Your muscles can still respond to training. Your nervous system can still practice coordination. Your habits can still change. Progress may be slower than it was decades ago, but slower progress is still progress. Imagine what improved stability could mean in your daily life. Walking into the garden without fear, getting out of a chair without struggling, turning to speak to someone without grabbing the nearest object, visiting family without worrying about unfamiliar stares, stepping outside because you want to, not staying inside because you are afraid. That is the deeper purpose of this routine. It is not about performing exercises perfectly for a camera. It is about protecting your choices. It is about keeping your world open. It is about giving your body the practice it needs so that one unexpected step is less likely to decide what the next year of your life will look like. Choose one exercise from this video and begin with it today. Not all 6, just one safe movement performed with attention. Then repeat it tomorrow. Small actions become routines. Routines build capacity, and capacity supports independence. Write the number of the exercise you plan to begin with in the comments. Write 1 for the ankle lean, 2 for weight shifting, 3 for heel-to-toe walking, 4 for standing marches, 5 for clock reaches, or 6 for sit-to-stands. Your answer may encourage another senior to begin beside you. My name is Dr. Nathan Fox. Subscribe for more practical senior health education designed to help you understand your body, ask better questions, and make safer decisions with your healthcare team. Share this video with a parent, partner, friend, or neighbor who has become less confident on their feet. A fall can happen in 1 second, but the habits that help protect your strength, balance, and independence are built one careful repetition at a time. Start safely, progress patiently, and never be ashamed to use support. The strongest decision is often the one that keeps you standing.